Hey gamers, what's up? So I thought I'd do a quick update. I know it's been a while, so I wanted to catch up with you guys and catch you guys up with what's going on. First and foremost, everything here at the store is going fine. Getting a lot of trade lately, which is nice, and sales have been pretty good, especially for summer sales. I did a lot better than anticipated, so I can't complain there. Back to school is here, and I know for that 1 week right there, everyone was doing clothes shopping. It seemed like everyone who came in, like it was a mom and her kids, and she said something like, "Well, I just spent $300 on clothes. I'm not buying you any games." So that just every time that happened, oh. But things are good. So that's all good news. I'll give you a tour of the store here at the end of this. But first, I want to give some thoughts on things. I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of messages, people asking me about certain things. I'm just going to touch on all of them. First, I want to talk about the Deus Ex controversy, debacle, whatever you want to call it, with GameStop. GameStop got issued a letter to all their stores saying basically take the OnLive pass out of the Deus Ex PC version and sell it as new, which was messed up. I mean, come on. And GameStop then later just pulled it off the shelves because that letter got released to the public and everyone was, complaining about it. People were talking about it, and it was a lot of bad PR for them. Then they issued an apology basically by offering people who bought the game a $50 blah 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 blah. You know what? When it comes right down to it, GameStop was wrong, and I'll tell you why. I agree that OnLive is exactly the kind of thing we don't need to support. We can't support because it's going to destroy retail video game sales. And if you want to keep going to stores and buying games, you can't support these strictly digitally distributed game services. Streaming, DLC, all that. It's not good for the future of the retail video game industry. So I understand where GameStop was coming from. Where they messed up was ordering the game and selling the game. What they should have done was taken a stand from the first moment and said, we're not going to sell this game if you include this with it, and done it that way. Instead, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. So they get the game, they open it up, they take something that comes with it out of it, and then they sell it to gamers as new, which is unacceptable. You can't do that. So that's a slap on the hand for GameStop. I think they really crossed the line on that one, and it was dumb. I mean, if anyone has the power to say we're not going to support this and we're not going to support you doing it, it's GameStop. If you have a game launch and GameStop with their 6,400 plus stores worldwide decides not to sell your game, you're going to feel real stupid. And they really had a chance to say something, to prove something, and they didn't do it because all they're thinking about is the dollars. They're not thinking about gaming, and they're not thinking about gamers. So that's my thought on that. Senate Bill 978 is another one a lot of people are talking about. You know what? Honestly, I'm not worried about that. Basically, this bill makes it illegal for people to post anything copywritten on YouTube. For example, the intro to your favorite video game, or a playthrough, or a walkthrough, or a let's play, any of that, a review, would make it illegal for you to post that video game footage. I don't think that's going to make it very far. I can't believe that they're going to try to take that ability away from gamers. So as a protest, check out my Gamer Muzz channel. I posted, I think, 22 so far video game intros to some of my favorite old school video games, so go check that out. And what else? Oh yeah, online pass, the season pass for EA Sports titles. Well, if that's not the biggest crock of bullshit you ever heard, I don't know what it is. We're getting to the point, and I predicted all this back when I was talking about online pass. I said they're going to start charging you for more. They're going to start charging you for more, and people said, "Oh, it's not going to snowball. It's not going to become that." Blah blah blah. Well, it has, and the season pass and the Modern Warfare Elite service are proof positive of that. And if you subscribe to this, then all you're doing is making it worse. Do not support this. It is ridiculous. And the idea that you're going to go out and spend $60 on a brand new game and then turn around and have to pay a monthly fee if you want to get all that the game has to offer is outlandish. I mean, I'm going to spend $60 on a game. I'm going to put in, I want to play it online. And then I don't have everything that the game has to offer. I'm trying to play against other people who do because they're foolish enough to pay for this service, and that bilks me into wanting to do the same thing. No, I don't think so. And it's pure greed. I can't imagine any other reason to do this. It's not about offering us better service, that's for sure. So keep that in mind when you consider the Modern Warfare Elite service, or when you consider buying the season pass, because the more you support it, the more you're killing the industry, period. And I mean, when's it going to get to the point where every time you buy a game, you have to choose which games you want to buy the online service for? Because let's face it, if this is successful, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep building. So, moving on from there, Rage, another example of online pass going to extremes, and again, something I predicted. When are they going to start making you pay for the story mode? Well, that's what's happening. They're taking parts of the story and they're not accessible unless you have an online pass. And here's another example of you paying $60 for a game, and you know what happens down the road if you get a new system, or you want to play it on another profile, or someone else in your household wants to pay. I mean, your family owns the game when you bring it home. You know what I mean? It's your household's game, but they're making it only your game. If someone else in your family wants to play the full story, if they want to get all the access to all the content of the game, they're going to have to pay an additional $10. And then what happens, 5-10 years down the road, if that content is no longer able to be loaded onto your game when you enter that pass? I mean, eventually it's not going to be there anymore, and that game will never be complete again. So what's that do to the collectability of the game, for example? I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So Rage, I'm not buying it. I'm not selling it in the store. I'm telling everyone I know not to buy it. Do not buy Rage. Do not support this game. Do not support this system. If this game is a massive flop, hopefully maybe they'll look back and say, okay, let's not do that again. But I'm saying right now, do not buy Rage. And I'm not going to. And no one I know is going to. And no one I've told this to plans to, because they're just as astounded by it as I am. So that's that. And I think that's it. That's the stuff I've been hearing about most. So I hope you guys put some thought into what I had to say on those issues, and maybe, it'll guide your opinion one way or another. Maybe you'll decide, hey, Rage isn't worth buying, or those online pass or that elite service, they aren't worth having. And we can, as gamers, as a community, millions upon millions strong, stand up and make our voice heard. So that's it for now. I'll give you a quick tour of the store, then I'm out of here. It's my newest mod. Here, I'll give you a look at it. Pretty cool, huh? So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for subscribing, getting lots of new subscribers. Be sure to check out video 220. The contest is almost over. We've got about somewhere in the 1,300 view area left to do. It's about to hit that 10,000, so go to video 220. Make sure you leave a comment. You could win one of the really cool prizes I have to offer. And I'm going to head out of here, open up the store, and get to business. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you all soon.